What's good, NEONATION? What's good, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, what's good? What it do? What's up?
I know that part.
Before we get into this video, you guys already know the drill, okay? I need you to hit that little bell somewhere here so you can be part of that notification squad. And go follow me on my social media at Rapetsoa on all social media platforms. So, guys, I'm like super excited about today's collab. Like, you guys don't even understand. So, as you guys can see, today I have a beautiful guest. Okay, guys, I'm here with YolzChannel.
You had to do it. You had to do it.
Every single time I hear it, I'm like,
I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change it so quickly, y'all ain't waiting for it.
I love the laugh at the end. But anyway, guys, as you guys can see, I'm here with YolZ today, okay? And we have a very interesting video ahead. It's gonna be girl talk. It's gonna be spilling tea. It's gonna be finding out about her teenage years. Listen, it's gonna be all the good things that you need, okay? So stay tuned. But without further ado, let's get into the video. We're gonna start off by playing a little game called Throwback or Awards, okay? So if I say something that reminds you of your teenage years, your childhood, you're gonna say throwback, and maybe explain the story depending on how hectic it is. And if it's something that you've never done, you're just gonna be like, or what? And then you could even explain why you think it's weird that teenagers do that.
Or what?
Or what? Or what? So W-H-O-O-T.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Award. Award.
Okay, we got this.
We got this.
I feel so old right now.
Okay, so the first one is snuck out the house to go to a party. We'll see your boy.
Throwback. Where's my ring? I need to get my ring. Let's get
Put the ring on first
Nah.
before we go back in time.
Okay, throwback.
Let's hear the tea.
So I snuck out when I was in grade 11. I'm not proud of this, mom. If you're watching this, mom, I'm not. I'm kind of proud of it because, you know, it kind of.
You must prepare yourself for it because Fizz is also going to be.
But that's why he wouldn't be here if I didn't sneak out. That's what I'm getting to, girl. That's exactly what I put the ring on.
Oh no, we're spilling tea.
Do you get
okay,
that?
I got you. I got you.
So I snuck out with my friends. Yo, the way I'm smiling, like I was such an innocent good girl. The way I'm smiling.
I was to say, I feel like I thought that in high school you were like,
I was.
Okay.
Well, I was literally like the goody two shoes right through.
Yeah.
But that night.
That one night you're like, I'm ready to risk it.
Make trick ball after party. Well, I didn't know what I didn't know. So I was just like, I've always been the good girl, and my friends were younger than me, and they like knew everything. Okay. By everything I mean like they knew nightlife. They knew what it was to talk to boys.
Now say the great way.
So that night, my friend got lost. We tried to find her. And in between finding her, I found my man.
Oh!
That's literally what happened.
The
story is short, that's how it happened.
See, now we're gonna motivate teenagers to sneak out the house because you think you're gonna find your man.
Yeah.
That's not what's happening here.
That's not, literally not.
So you literally answered both questions because it'll sneak out the house to go to a party and see a boy, and you literally have two in one.
I literally found my husband there. Or rather, he would say he found me. Love at first sight.
Yeah.
While looking for her, we locked eyes. We kept on looking at each other. Yeah, I was just like to my other friends, you go find her. I found what I was looking for and I didn't even know I needed it.
You find her. I think, yeah, she good. She good.
Yeah, and she was found somewhere there. She was fine.
Did you get in trouble though? Did you get caught?
You know what I did? I wrote a letter.
To your parents?
No. I don't even know to who. I wrote a love letter to like remember this night. My mom found it. Like how?
Did you get in trouble?
That's how you know. I got a beating, babe. 17. It was the last beating I've ever gotten. I think the first real one as a teenager. And I was just like, wait, why is mom hitting me? She's like, you're beating boy, so you snuck out. You said you're going to the mall. I did say I was going to the mall. Didn't end
really end up there. And then the last one is lie to your parents about your whereabouts. Wow.
Y'all know that.
Wow. Y'all know all
that's a throwback right there.
That's a throwback. So the first question that I have for you is obviously you're young.
Now we're back to the first question.
We're back to the proper questions now. We're back now. We're back to the tea, the girls,
the real
girls. So obviously, okay, you're married, you're a mom, you know, you're an influencer, you're doing a great job at that. My question is, how do you balance it all? Like, how do you keep because you're like literally the way that you are on camera when I watch you, you're literally like that in person.
Oh really?
Yeah, you are. You're so like she's so sweet, like she's so nice to be around and everything. Yeah.
It's you have to have an anchor, you have to have a center. You don't get lost in the whole buzz and hype of things.
Yeah.
And like we were actually talking earlier, inside our little safe space, like you filming in front of a camera, that person is more important than the person that is perceived outside. So don't get lost in the hype. Like yes, when you're walking down the mall, everybody's saying it's not sure, and you're just like, it's cool, it's all vibey.
Yeah.
But that person, they fall in love with the real you, and it's that person that you need to keep going back to. So I feel like I try and balance things by just getting back to my anchor, knowing who I am, and always just remembering all of these other things are fluff.
It's just about staying true to yourself. You guys heard it here. You heard it here. Just be yourself. Okay, cool. So what's been your biggest challenge in being in the social media business, influencer, everything? So not really necessarily in terms of like balancing it all with your life, but in terms of the industry. What's been your biggest challenge when it comes to this industry? Because it is a very wild industry.
Ooh, I feel like there's perceptions. I feel like that's the only thing. The whole perceived idea, it's not real. And that's my biggest challenge, translating that. So Yolanda on Instagram is not Yolanda on YouTube. And I've had to accept that. It's okay. Like YOLZ on Instagram can be a little bit aspirational, but I want her to be more inspirational, and I'm working on her on that. She is two different personalities, and it's something that I was just like, it's hard, but that's the truth.
That's me as well, because on my Instagram I'm like very like
you have to try harder,
but then on YouTube I'm like wild, and so it's like you see my pictures, like you see my videos, and you're like it's a different person.
But I want to try and amalgamate the two, but it's also
amalgamate. Do you guys hear the English?
Wow, no.
Cement.
Wow. What I mean is bring the two together at some point, but it's not easy, and it's also it's something you need to just accept.
Yeah,
it's a challenge.
I think it's because Instagram is the place where you tune your inner,
your polished self.
You're like, oh,
that's your raw.
That is
raw, y'all.
Yes,
that's not y'all's. It's y'all.
It's you know, that's not Neo. It's Neo. Anyway, so what are some common assumptions that you think people make about influencers or social media, whatever you want to call them? Because I'm
girl, there's a lot. I feel like we touched on a few of them.
Yeah.
Okay, firstly, the one is that we have everything on lockdown. So our lives are perfect.
It's worse with me because I'm like young and everybody's like, you have your life figured out. I'm like,
you don't.
I don't even have half of my life figured out.
Yeah. Then the second one is everybody thinks they know you. They know your whole life. So let's end the video.
That one.
Right?
That one. That one, great. Because everybody thinks, we all in this together. Because you see, like 10 minutes of my life per week.
I know you do.
You have a full-on opinion about what I can do. I can't. And I think for me, it's like, I understand that I put myself in the public eye. You put yourself in the public eye, so you put yourself open for judgment.
Yes.
But it's like, some things are just, you don't comment on certain things. Some things it's like, it's sensitive, do you understand?
But it doesn't warrant you poking so far, so much so that you wouldn't actually do it in real life. Yeah. And you wouldn't do it to somebody that's
over
really
social media. Everybody has something to say, but you know that if we met in person, you wouldn't even.
You should have a comment section.
Please say it louder. Let us hear
and you. They wouldn't say it, you know. And then the other assumption is that, again, the free reign, like you can say whatever and ask for whatever and it's okay. And I'm talking about an example that kind of was close to my heart. I've actually never even spoken about this on my channel. When I was pregnant, a couple of girls, because of the assumption that you have it all together and you have Imali, you're good, a couple of girls asked for some clothing and donations, baby clothes, before Faze was born. And to be honest with you, it did not sit well with me.
But how? Before
it kind of hurt. Yeah, it was like, please give clothing, nappies, this and that. I think the one girl was pregnant, the other one had the baby already, and the other one was also expecting or giving birth. Either way, we were all preggies and about to give birth. And what hurt me was that firstly they're black. Secondly, you wouldn't do that to your cousin if your cousin was pregnant. You would not ask for stuff from the
I think it's when you say no, you feel
bad, but at the same time, I actually said to one of them, I was very honest with them, saying, you wouldn't do this in real life. And in respect, like, also for family, because it's not acceptable. In culture in general, let's just be black for a second.
Yeah,
that was kind of raw. Let's just be real. your grandmother would not have you asking for from somebody's unborn child.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually unfair. And just by assuming that it's okay because it's YOLZ is a YouTuber, YOLZ knows these modern things. Hey, like culture when it counts, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's when you need to put the blackness down, respect.
So what is a common mistake that influencers make that you've come across, that you've...
Ooh, I think the biggest mistake that South African influencers are possibly making is not leveraging on their brand. We're making money for a lot of brands. We're pushing visions of a lot of brands, selling their product. Hey, Tengisa guys. Tengisa corner. I say Shire. But now, what do you have to say for yourself? Where's your asset?
What are you selling?
What are you selling? Because if you sold me your lashes, girl, I'd buy it. Because you've sold me X and Y brands lashes.
Yeah.
You've sold me the beauty salon that you go to.
That's so
You've
crazy.
sold me the nail bar you go to. So why don't you create your own? And that's why I started my happy hair care. That's why I'm coming up with a whole other
stuff.
secret thing. So I'm saying it's not for this platform, but
you heard it here first.
And when you look at the templates that are there, guys, YouTubers have walked this road before. They are humble. They've got massive houses. They've got lots of money. But they also have their own brands. Because they've realized their potential of being able to sell. We are salespeople. We are bloody walking billboards. Our Instagrams are selling. They get the eyes, they get the impressions, they get the engagements. And that's...
I've never thought of that.
Babe, it's a mistake that you make now.
Literally.
If you're not selling a t-shirt that says, what's good? What is?
Oh my god.
If you're not selling that, then you are making the biggest mistake. Because after YouTube, again, where's your asset?
I'm like, yo,
that's
I feel like, listen.
But yeah, you guys should watch my channel for this.
Yeah.
This is not a tiny nuggets I wanted to drop.
What is happening? I feel so shifted. Like,
I'm sorry, but that's
so crazy.
My pleasure.
I've never thought of it like that.
That is what I think is the biggest mistake.
That is very true, because I'm one of them.
Yeah,
and now I'm like gonna go back home and drop a whole
different. I really think we should, and that in the long term, that's where influencers should be. This whole thing of aspiring to inspire people on Instagram, it's really gonna die out if you don't have substance.
Yeah.
And it's gonna die out if you don't have
an actual product.
Guys, just the clicks, just the lip gloss. Just to say something. The best part is you make money while you are sitting down watching TV. 12 1 a.m. 2 3. I was making money while I was
That's literally my favorite thing. I'll be sitting watching TV, not even realizing that, oh yeah, today you're supposed to receive some kind of, all of a sudden, I'm like, yes,
from Ireland.
Yes,
it's not from South Africa.
Yes, it's from international private.
If I was to say, oh, digital age, so food, how are we using this digital age? How are we using this digital age if we're not changing our narrative? That's why I'm just getting so passionate.
You guys must go and check out Influence by, because clearly it's lit there. Clearly it's lit.
And I haven't even dropped these nuggets yet.
I am not ready personally. Yeah. Okay, and then the last one is, what is your advice for anyone who looks into going into the social media influencer business? First of all, guys, I just want to get it out there, because there's this whole thing of like, you know, I'm an influencer and I've got this. But it's like, at the end of the day, like you said, if you're not really influencing and impacting somebody to do something, then are you really an influencer? It's like,
have a plan.
Have a concept, have
Honestly,
something legit.
Literally,
that's the most important thing in this industry. Be intentional. You can't really be like, I'll see wherever. No, babes. You need to be intentional.
I had to
not necessarily that everything you do has to have the motive of money and bigger. It's just a matter of
just
be structured.
Yeah.
I think my biggest piece of advice that I've given it to like my followers, and I always say it is, build your brand first before you want to work with other brands. Because if you don't have a brand of your own,
why are they working with you?
Brands can first of all take advantage of you.
Yeah, and why?
Because you don't know anything. Why are they working with you? Secondly, what are they going to benefit from? Guys, it's a cold world. Nobody's going to work with you if they can't benefit from it. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. Build your brand. Build your brand. Don't just take pictures on Instagram, have many followers, I actually have an actual brand. Build it, have something from it, know your standards, know what you want, what you don't want, what you stand for, what you don't stand for. So that when you actually work with people, they know that, okay, this is Neo's brand, this is y'all's brand. I can tell it just from interacting with her. I don't even have to go on her social media or anything of that manner to find out what her brand is, type of a thing.
Absolutely.
Also, I think another thing that a lot of people do is comparing. Don't guys.
As in, it's girls in general, especially they tend to compare. Just like I always say, if salt compared itself to water, it would not be able to serve its purpose. If water compared itself to salt, it would never ever quench one thirst. So think about that every single time when you think about you and your purpose. Be water. Just quench thirst, babes.
Just quench thirst, babes. Be salt. Just add the flavor.
Yeah, just
add that aroma.
Yes. You need to give taste. And the only way you can do that is by being yourself.
By being true to who you are. Okay, guys, that is unfortunately the end of this amazing girl talk. This is amazing. Listen. Yeah. You guys are never ready. You are welcome. Wow. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. I hope you guys enjoyed having YolZ here. Okay,
channel.
You guys better make sure that you go check out her channel.
Yes.
Her Instagram. Yes. Her everything. Okay.
Are you writing it down? Are you linking it?
Listen, I'm gonna put it down in the description box below. It's gonna be up here for you guys to go. Okay. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Okay, please hit the thumbs up button if you like this video. Comment below for any more videos you'd like to see. And last but not the least, subscribe to my channel for more craziness. Bye guys.